Hi, and welcome to a special edition of the Ziggy Zone. Today, or rather tonight, I was inspired to create a Protect Your Pockets list. And this list is for those professional athletes across the globe, probably more so in America, uh, more so targeted for those athletes from rural areas. Uh, Most of those, a lot of the really talented athletes come from really rural areas, and they really work hard and they're really motivated to leave, their beginnings, right? They, want to live in, this might sound rude, but like more developed areas. I've been to places in the South, so I can understand why someone wouldn't want to live in like the backwoods of Louisiana or the backwoods of Alabama or Mississippi. Like, I get it. Totally get it. So, you don't want to jeopardize the opportunity that you've worked so hard for off of nonsense, right? While the everyday Joe Schmo can, lose their job or be disciplined for the acts on my Protect Your Pockets list, the fact of the matter is professional athletes are paid really well to represent themselves, the team, and the sport that they play. And there's a lot of money in that. Like, obviously what the athlete getting is peanuts compared to owners and things of that nature. Nevertheless, you're still on that food chain, and everyone on that chain, they're protecting their pockets, which is why when things like the unfortunate event of Alden Smith being released by the 49ers, Jed York is protecting his pockets. Alden Smith was cut because Jed is protecting his assets. I'm sure Jed didn't want to release him, but in like the last 2-3 years, Alden has been, or at least the last two, he's been arrested countless times. Most of them around, drinking, public intoxication, when he did the death threats on the airplane, like, which is like a federal offense, I think, of some sort. Like, he was intoxicated, drinking and driving, the fight or the shooting at his house, or something with Ahmaud Brooks. I mean, all of these things add up. You talk about Ray McDonald, who just can't seem to not hit a woman, threaten her with violence of some sort. Most of his charges are domestic violence. He was released by the 49ers, got a second chance with the Bears. And before the season even started, he was released by the Bears. You talk about ending your career. No one's going to touch that. The league is not going to touch with a 10-foot pole an athlete with domestic violence. Alden, he has a shot if he can prove to go to rehab, although he did that last year. We have to be mindful. I mean, there's that guy for the Jets. I don't know if his last name is Sheldon or Shelton or something like that. But there's a laundry list of guys in football, as well as in basketball, as well as in baseball, who they're not very mindful. And I don't know if it's the feeling like you're invincible, that you're protected. But the truth of the matter is, you're not. You're not Joe Schmo. You actually can't beat your wife and then go to work the next day and think that it's going to be okay. And I'm not saying domestic violence is okay, because it's totally not. I'm just putting it into context. Like, your average Joe Schmo, we don't know who's suffering behind closed walls, right? We don't know. We don't know down the street who's actually an abuser or an alcoholic. But the difference is, the average Joe Schmo life is not in the public eye. They're not getting that exposure. And while they are they work for a company, chances are that whatever offense they have on the level will not significantly impact the brand of whatever organization they work for. So I created, in light of just what's been transpiring in the last couple of weeks with athletes, really not using, I don't want to say common sense, but perhaps just good judgment. I mean, I get wanting to be a man and, got to stand up for myself. But sometimes you just have to walk away, remove yourself from a situation, cut people off, because allowing someone to provoke you to do something that can impact your career and your money, your reputation, I don't think it's worth it, right? So you lose a multi-million-dollar contract because someone, egged you on to fight. Well, if that person doesn't have a multi-million-dollar contract, they're not losing that much, right? And it's not all about money, right? It's integrity. The person, how will you view yourself, right? Once your sport is over, where can you work? Like, what will you do? Let's face it, Darren Sharper had rape charges, and we ain't seen him since. And he was working for the NFL Network. He wasn't even playing anymore. So this is for professional athletes. You can thank me later. Someone called Drake. I need my check for that little plug I just gave him. For the athletes, really, but it also can help your Joe Schmo. These are things really to think about and to consider in your life. So this is my protect your pockets list. The first one is, and some of these things may be obvious, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know your background. 1, you may not rape a woman and or a man. Rape is never okay. Rape is not cool. No means no. Stop means stop. I don't care how good it feels. I don't care where you are in the process. I don't care what you may be interpreting her body to be, his or her body as responding. If they say no, stop, anything of that nature, guess what? Stop. Nothing else to say. Nothing else to do. You don't need to coerce them or anything like that. Stop and no are very clear. They're very direct. Do not proceed. Don't. Yes. Don't. If someone is passed out because they've just passed out for whatever reason, you remove yourself. Because you don't want to be in a situation where they're, saying that you did do something. Let's think about this. Number 2, you may not punch, slap, choke, push, body slam, put in a headlock, or shake, anything of that nature, a woman. Whether it's your girlfriend, your wife, your baby mama, your mistress, the chick you just sleeping with when you come to town, I don't care who it is. Keep your hands to yourself. I know most of y'all, somebody, parents, mamas, done told you, keep your hands to yourself. Period. I don't care if she provoked you. At the end of the day, if you are with a woman or man that provokes you, that when you guys are in heated discussions, they feel like they need to put their hands on you, perhaps that's not someone you want to be with. There are plenty other women or men, I don't know what your lifestyle is, but plenty other women or men in the world that won't treat you, will not do that. That won't cause you to compromise who you are. Because you deserve to be with someone who respects who you are and respects who you're trying to be. And they themselves will know, I'm getting upset, let me remove myself before I behave this way. Now, I'm not saying that domestic violence, that anyone deserves it, because there are some horrible people out there, men and women, who feel like it's okay to be abusive. And those people need counseling. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people who don't believe in hitting women, you think that it's a horrible act. However, you're with your partner and your partner provokes you. Walk away, remove yourself from that situation, and perhaps remove that person from your life. It is totally okay. No one will think less of you. Number 3, and Adrian Peterson taught us this one. You actually can't whip your children. I understand my people, how we grew up. The switch, the belt, the shoe, the guys. My little brother, he's 8 years younger than I. So the whole Hot Wheel track, that I missed that one. But the Hot Wheel track, for some of y'all out there, I get it. And guess what? For most of us, it worked. We have respect for our elders. I get it. People are so rude, they disrespectful, but we're not, right? Because our parents corrected us quickly. And we learned, oh, this is how I should behave in public and in private. While you are still employed by a team in whatever sport, you need to let your child's mother, because I don't want to say your wife, because you might be in a baby mama situation. I don't know your life. But the child's mother needs to handle corporal punishment. You as a dad can have a stern talking to, and really get your point across in a commanding way that doesn't require you to hit them. Because I got you. Me and you, I got you. I get it. It ain't a problem for me. I'm just trying to help you protect your pockets. Let the mama handle corporal punishment. Where are we? Number 4. Fighting is strictly prohibited. No, you may not fight. You may not fight in public. You may not fight in private. You may not fight your teammate. You may not fight Joe Schmo. You cannot fight. Period. Point blank. If you're in a situation where you're being provoked to fight, you need to remove yourself from that situation. Because that's not a good look. Because you're going to fight. Someone's going to press charges against you. The police is going to come. It's going to be a mess. Trust me. Please trust me on this one. No fighting. Just, nah. Stop. Don't fight. Where are we? Number 4. Drinking. Drinking is a good one. Alright? Because I know y'all like to celebrate and have a good time. But if you're training, you probably shouldn't be drinking out like that. But if you're going to drink, do so 1, in private, and 2, and in moderation. If you're going to go out to the club, have 1 drink, and babysit that the whole night. You do not need to keep throwing them back. All these beers and whatever else you drink. Don't do it. Don't do it. And if you want to have a little something extra to sip on, you need to go home, turn on some Netflix. I don't watch Netflix, but Netflix needs to send me a check for the shout out. And sip on some wine and chill out. You have a stressful job. You out there in the sun. Some of y'all is in the East Coast and in the South where it be almost 100 degrees. Y'all out there pounding y'all bodies and all that kind of stuff. Go home, chill out, listen to some slow jazz, and have a glass of wine in your house with a meal. But don't be sitting here drinking hard liquor. Don't be out there in public drinking and all that stuff. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Right? Now, drinking and driving is just dumb. It's illegal. I don't care who you are. Don't do it. Drinking and driving. Spare all of us, right? Spare all of us. Spare yourself the Team Z report. And, now this is a good one, right? Because for some reason, y'all like to think that there's blurred lines. Marvin Gaye used to be... I guess I ain't gonna ask Robin Thicke for no money since he got to pay Marvin Gaye family, his churn and everything. But using drugs is illegal. Drugs, unless there's prescription, it's still illegal. This includes marijuana. And for my athletes in California, let's go down the list. Sacramento Kings, Golden State Warriors, LA Clippers, LA Lakers, 49ers, Raiders, Chargers, Giants, A's, Padres, Angels, and Dodgers. Weed is still legal in California too. Sorry, don't do it. It's not technically legal, but it's a substance that if you get tested for on your random checks that y'all be having, that's going to be some trouble. I get it. I understand. California's a bit different. They ain't changing that in your contract. Read the fine print. Now, since we're talking about drugs, and we got this from old boy from the Bears that we ain't seen in a long time. I don't know how his trial going. You actually can't sell or possess drugs either. I don't know if you know this, but selling, distributing, possession, yeah, no, you can't do that either. Which leads me to my next point. And the Deshaun's of the world are going to hate me. And I get it. Leave your homeboys at home. Sorry. Especially the homeboys that are still in the life. I get it. You want to take care of your team. You want to take care of people who supported you. Totally get it. Loyalty, all that good stuff. Hallelujah. You don't need that negative, I don't want to call it energy because your homeboys might actually be cool. But you don't need to, we're going to call it, you don't need that negative stuff around you. Let's just face it. You don't. You don't need it. Leave the homies back at home. If you go past the hood and keep them going, you don't need to be caught up in that. Trust me on that one. Please trust me. I promise you. Number 9. This is a good one. And I forgot who did this. I want to say this was another Bears. I don't know. It was one team from like the Midwest or the East. People, y'all have multi-million-dollar contracts. Shoplifting ain't never been that serious. I promise you. Even if you left your credit card in the car, at home, something, you can go up to the cashier, tell them who you are. Hell, you can call somebody and tell them to bring you some money. Don't be shoplifting out here in these streets. Don't. No, it is no reason to be shoplifting. Please, I don't care. No, don't steal. If you don't have the money with you to buy what you need, then it wasn't meant for you to have it. Period, point blank. That's what my mom used to always tell me. Shoplifting, still illegal. Yes, for athletes too. You can, and we'll go to jail. And then be looking crazy on TV. Because you caught shoplifting and the whole world want to know why you shoplifted. And you got, or you had a contract. Now, I don't know what you're doing with your money. I ain't in your pockets. I'm just trying to help you protect them. But now if you on record got a contract, people wondering why you stealing stuff. That don't make no sense. Hell, Aladdin was stealing bread to eat. The hell you stealing for? Crazy. Now, car accidents, they happen. I totally get it. If you're in California and in most states, no, you actually can't be on your phone and driving. In most states, or in a few states now. I'm not going to say most, but in a few states, right? So don't do that. But even if you are even if you're driving Miss Daisy and you are just following all the rules of the traffic and all that jazz, accidents happen. No one's going to, well, people might blame you. They crucified Brandy. Don't flee the scene. If you are in an accident and it is truly an accident, do not flee the scene. Stay there. Provide your information. Take care of the situation as you should, as a man. Don't be like, oh, man, oh no. And then flee. Not happening. Stay there. Do what you need to do. And be done with it. Just be done. At the end of the day, if you wasn't wrong, or if you wasn't that wrong, you'll be alright. You'll be alright. These things can get settled quite easily. You let your insurance pay for it. You should have insurance anyway, right? Now, if people trying to sue you, that's a different story. You have a legal team. And let's face it, professional sports, the organization and the teams, they don't like their athletes being distracted by legal stuff. So stay away from the police. Stay away from anything that brings you upon the judicial system. You're getting paid enough money to where certain things should be handled. So, those were the 10 protect your pockets. But I have a bonus one in here for you. I have a bonus 11th item that should help you protect your pockets. You guys ready? What is it? Come here. You can be arrested for murder. Don't do it. Yeah, actually, murdering someone is a crime. So, yeah. Don't murder. Don't kill people. For whatever reason. For whatever reason. Don't kill people. Don't kill them. You may not shoot someone. No, you may not stab someone. No, you may not have someone killed. Don't do it. Just don't. Don't. If you are in the underworld, you need to leave the underworld. If you are in a lover's quarrel, like I said before, you need to find someone who's going to appreciate you and you ain't got to go through all these changes with. At the end of the day, no one should make you compromise who you are as a person. So if you feeling like you got to kill people, you got to beat people, you got to fight people, let it go. Make your life easier, protect your pockets, and do what's right. Because guess what? What works, works, and what don't work. And it don't make no sense keep on doing the same shit that don't work. Now, this was my free gift to y'all to help you be a better you and to protect your pockets. So, I want to say you're welcome. And I hope that you learned or considered what I've had to say.